This is gonna be a quick video, and whenever I say quick video, sometimes it's long, but still, I just definitely want to go ahead and follow up on the previous video that I did. If you haven't checked that out on SS3 before, as far as the temporary ban, go check that out. It's one of the more popular videos, and a lot of people had their opinions, mostly positive on it, and I wanted to go ahead and follow up on that. And if you haven't checked out the last video I did for my giveaway and the Untapped tournament, definitely go check that out. If anybody's wondering, it's a website. Just type in untapped.com. Go check it out. It's this coming Sunday. Definitely go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. So for this, I'm gonna go through the whole thing. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna summarize it, but I really wanted to talk through what will happen after the SS3 ban or the indefinite ban, and as well as if there's gonna be another leader to replace SS3, and I'll kind of explain why that is in a little bit. So for this, they were just thanking for our support, so that's pretty normal. They were saying back in September the temporary ban was placed, and this was basically just to test the waters as far as the meta and just to see people's reactions. And honestly, for me, I think it was just another way to kind of see the people's reaction, and they kind of got the reaction to actually ban it indefinitely. And looking at projections of their environment prior or following the release of Series 5, didn't expect to have dominance he had in the past. They were confident to deliver a healthy game environment. There you go, and to make sure it's a temporary one. They're basically saying that he's gonna come back, and everything that everybody was doing, it didn't matter because this man was not going to be relevant. But they were saying, we've heard a lot of players that it's been much more diverse, which it has been, with more varied decks in tournaments. And then they're just saying, you know, happy to see that everybody's enjoying the game and that it has exceeded their expectations. But basically, this is literally what they wanted. They wanted everybody to say, you know, please keep SS3 banned. And they're like, okay, this is exactly what we wanted. And then they were saying what we feared most was loss of motivation to build new decks following the end of the ban of the SS3 leader, and this is going to be dangerous. And then they were changing the temporary ban to an indefinite one. Also, this comment right here, don't worry, me losing faith in your design team, that I lost faith ages ago, that is just so shady, because they were saying we wanted to avoid nerfing cards and banning. That goes for all cards, not only SS3. And some of you lost faith in our team because of that, and they must apologize once more. So they were just giving more specified things for this, and hopefully they continue to be on it and transparent as far as that goes. So what does this actually mean when it comes to Nats? Because Nationals is going to be pretty messy. Like, I don't think anybody really knows what the best deck is post set 5, and even with the shop championships or the release tournaments coming out for for set 5, it's actually going to be a little difficult to actually think of what it's going to be, right? And right now, I think Miljanimba is making a lot of waves. Me playtesting it, and everybody in the Discord, everybody on Untap, and now Androids is going to be a huge thing because of all of the new support that came out with it. Those two are pretty much the decks going to be, or the decks that you need to beat. And then there's Zeno, and honestly, I'm gonna probably go through this in a different video as far as the three main threats when it comes to set 5 and post Nats, or in Nats post set 5. But those are the main ones. And then we have the wish leaders. Most people aren't used to the wish leaders. Most people aren't used to the sparking and everything else like that. So all of those things in correlation with dealing with SS3, probably not going to be a good idea. With him out the way, you really have to think about the wish leaders like Shenron and Sorbet, the new Gohan, etc. And things that we have already, and the things that just got support. Like Hercule and Hudigan Storm, and or 1-2 swap, and then Pan, etc, etc. Those are the things that we're going to be worrying about. But my other thing, and this is why I wanted to make a quick video, is what if in set 6 they replace Super Saiyan 3, right? If we didn't have this guy right here, as far as the untap 3, draw 1 on attack, and then only being able to place 6 energy, I think we may be able to see a replacement for him. And the thing is that Bandai has kind of a track record when it comes to not rotting different things and instead replacing it with different things as well. Before I do anything, or before I say my version of it, let me know in the comment if they were going to replace this, and they were going to say like, okay, this, or they're gonna like reveal a different blue leader, because it's gonna be blue, it's just a matter of fact. What would that look like? Would it look like a once per game untap 3? Would it only look like untap 2 at the end of the turn for blue energy only, etc, etc? What, I don't know. Here's my version. Like I said, comment your version, or at least your different sort of your replacement for SS3, if there ever was one. For me, on the front side, or basically the unawakened side, he is a 10k leader, obviously, and then he's going to be burst 5, or for burst 2, just like the previous leaders, just like any other leaders that just came out, like the Super 17, Yamcha, etc, etc. He has a 5k boost, so he's a 15k when attacking and draw. He's a draw 2 on awaken, and then his activate main is drop 1 card to untap 1 energy, right? And then the back side is attack, draw, no burst or anything else like that, and then his sparking with an auto is going to be untap 3 at the end of the turn, and disable it, or whatever you want to call it, negate this skill for the duration of the game, right? I think with this kind of leader, not only it promotes all of the things where you have to take away sort of like your hand advantage and everything else like that for SS3, not only it promotes the sparking and making sure that you don't use overwhelm, etc, etc, and on the backside is pretty much what everybody was looking for when it came to the energy at sparking 10, because that is a lot of cards in the drop. It's going to be pretty hefty to get to that, but will kind of promote late game advantage, right? The untap 3 after you do a big play is super huge, right? To get to defense, but it also matches something like Gohan and his wish ultimate, where he untaps 3, gains 15k, and as well as critical. That's busted in itself, but is literally the same thing as this. It's just that you have to get to that requirement. For the drop and untap energy, I feel like that's pretty good, and making sure that it's once per turn is going to be very important. But if they ever release something with set 6, like Super Saiyan Blue, I think would probably be okay. Super Saiyan Blue Goku, or like a dual card like Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, that would be pretty sweet, to promote the Broly movie, etc, etc. So that's my guess. Let me know yours. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to be doing the leader tiers as well, with set 5 predictions, meta staples, a few different things like 5 different resources for new players, 5 different things that DBS isn't or doesn't have but needs, etc, etc. They're all on my list, but I've been a little bit busy and sick. But I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe, comment, like, dislike, etc, etc. I'll see you in the next one. Later.